Hey guys! Welcome back to Jolie's Kitchen. Today we're making Biscoff Cheesecake. So let's start! We need 20 pieces of Biscoff cookies placed in our mixer, or you can use a food processor depending on which is available to you. Let's cover the jar up and then we're gonna blend this into fine pieces until it is uniform in structure. And once you're done, take it out and we would like to transfer it over to a bowl. Once all of the cookies are transferred to the bowl, we'll add 4 tablespoons of melted butter and make sure that you get every drop of it. Mix it thoroughly until it's well combined. Once it's done, I'll set this aside and I'm gonna take our springform pan. Now I'm using an 8-inch diameter one and I'm just gonna line up the Biscoff cookies in the side like so, and then I'm gonna go around it and make sure that it fits well. I did cut an end piece so that it will fit properly around the end of this pan. After lining it up, I'm gonna add the butter and cookie mixture inside the pan. You need to level this off so that it will be evenly distributed throughout the pan. So I'm using 2 things here. First one is this offset spatula, and then I wasn't that contented with how it was performing, so I shifted to a very big serving spoon. With this spoon, I was able to go through the nooks and crannies of this pan. Now after this, I'm just gonna go ahead and get a measuring cup and I'm gonna press the mixture down so that it will be more stable before we place our cheesecake batter. Once done, I'm just gonna place this in the fridge to set for 10 to 15 minutes. Now let's start with our cheesecake batter. For starters, I'm gonna place our 450 grams cream cheese that is of room temperature. So this is soft already. And then I'm gonna whip this up until it forms to a smooth paste. In between mixing, make sure you're scraping the bowls at the sides because some of the lumps of cream cheese are still sticking to the sides, and then we start again. So this procedure takes about 3 to 5 minutes so that your cream cheese will be soft and fluffy when we add other ingredients. Now I'm adding 150 grams powdered sugar. Make sure your powdered sugar is sifted so there won't be lumps. Start with the lowest setting in your mixer. Sometimes the powders will still be flying, but it's okay. Take your time. And then never forget to scrape the bowl to the center so that you will get all the lumps in again when you start mixing it. Once you reach this consistency, now we're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract and make sure you mix it in until there are no traces of vanilla left. Then, to have some flavor of Biscoff, I'm going to add 50 grams of melted Biscoff spread. Now, to melt the Biscoff, you can either place it in a water bath or you can do the microwave method. Now that this is well combined, as you can see, the texture is really smooth. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scrape the sides of the bowl. Then I'm gonna set this aside, and then with a clean bowl, I'm gonna add 375 grams of all-purpose cream that was chilled overnight, or you can use whipping cream. Now, why all-purpose cream or whipping cream? So this adds to the fluffiness and the creaminess of our cheesecake so that it won't be that dense. Also, it adds to the texture at the same time, also for the volume. And as as always, this recipe calls for scraping the bowl all the time. So go ahead and scrape your bowl, and then you have to whip it until it doubles its volume. Once you've already reached the volume, then I'm just gonna add this one over our cream cheese mixture. So just fold it in like so. So let's add the rest of the cream, and then we're gonna fold it like so. After this, we're gonna want to beat this up with the mixer. Now look at that smooth and creamy consistency. That looks yum already. Now we're just gonna add this over to our pan, and then make sure that we're going to level this off. Once it's already smooth in the top, then I'm just gonna tap it over the counter for a few times just to remove the bubbles inside the batter. Then this is chilled, after which I placed 200 grams of melted Biscoff spread. Now make sure that the Biscoff spread has already cooled down before you place it over the cheesecake batter, otherwise your batter will melt. Then I'm just going to tilt the pan to the sides, making sure that the Biscoff spread is evenly distributed and leveled. Now that it's leveled, I'm just going to add whipped cream piping towards the side of the cake. Now this is optional, you can do away with it, but I'd like this cake to be a little extra pretty. To finish this off, I placed 2 pieces of Lotus Biscoff cookies right on top. Now this is how the cake looks. Now this goes to the fridge overnight to set. Then the next day, I unmolded it from the pan. So I placed a cup right on the base and then pulled the pan down, revealing this beautiful cake. Now let's check how it looks like on the inside. The secret to cutting clean slices of cake is you use a hot knife and you wipe the knife every time you make a slice. So this is how it looks. I'm just gonna pull it out from the full cake, and moment of truth. Our no-bake cheesecake has set up so well. It looks so pretty. I'm just gonna transfer this one to the plate, and let me just do a little extra drizzle of melted Biscoff spread. That looks yum. Do try this recipe out and let me know how you find it. I'll see you again next time on our next video. Bye!